I'm gonna go live, then I'll do the music.
Did you share the flyer?
We was having a good conversation though. It should be coming up.
You see it?
Yeah. Still don't see it.
Might be.
I don't see it.
All right, ladies, we are live.
Can you send me? Because nothing's coming up on this side. Mm-mm.
She says it's not popping up on her end too.
Skip again.
It's showing I'm live, Tavia. I can see it.
Okay, I just don't see anything on my end.
Let me see the
I'm
bottom.
gonna hit your attachment. Just don't see anything. That's okay.
Well, she said she'll send it.
Okay. I'm gonna
Send it to you.
start.
Just let him know.
Hey.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Facebook family. Welcome to the CEO Circle Live. My name is Coach Sheila Henry,
I am your co-host Tavia Solari.
and we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to the CEO Circle. Tonight we have a special guest in the house, Lena Michelle. Lena Michelle's first studio album was released in 2017. Lene booked headline shows. She headlined the Stop the Violence rally in Cleveland, Ohio. She headlined performance and won Duo Awards, Album of the Year, and Entertainer of the Year in Las Vegas, Nevada. She also performed for the Detroit Pistons inside of the LCA. Because of these two performances, Lene Michelle became the first African American independent artist to perform her original music for the Detroit Pistons inside of the LCU. She had an exhibit inside of the LCU for becoming the first African American independent artist to perform original music for the Detroit Pistons inside of the LCU. Lena Michelle is the only breathing artist to have an exhibit in any African American museum alive. That's a great accomplishment. She was interviewed and performed for WDIV Channel 4, the morning show Live in the D. She was interviewed by Mason in the afternoon on 105.9 FM Kiss Detroit. She was booked and performed for the Ribs R&B Festival Hart Plaza. Lena Michelle RnB Empress has a featured interview and story inside of the Detroit Metro Times. Lene Michelle performed at the 11th Annual African American Cultural Festival in Dayton, Ohio. Lene Michelle received her third award, the Spirit of Detroit Award. Lena Michelle performed live on Fox 2 Detroit Morning News, Morning Show, and interviewed. Lene Michelle has an article inside of Black Detroit magazine. She has an article inside of Newsbreak. She's performed and had an interview on TV 20 Detroit News in the morning, and she was honored for Black history at her church, New St. Mark in Detroit, Michigan. She was interviewed in the Detroit News. She won her third music award and fourth overall award, music award in Jacksonville. She won Female Artist of the Year. We would like to welcome Lena Michelle to the CEO Circle with all of her accomplishments and everything that you have done. We are so excited to have you here on the CEO Circle Live.
Woohoo, woohoo.
Yeah.
Once again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. Thank you, Queens, for having me. I'm
Well, we
excited.
appreciate you for taking your time out and sitting with us today. What I want to know, Miss Lena Michelle, from
Okay.
Detroit, Michigan, did you originate from the church? And where did you get those vocals from, lady girl?
Yes, my mom had us in the church, my sister and I. Um, she said, you know what? You're not just gonna come here in the church and look around and look like a bump on a log. You gonna do something. You gonna be a
Uh-oh.
servant of the Lord, okay? And just so happened the choir is where I belonged, or where I felt that I belong. And
Yeah.
ever since then, I've just been singing, 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 singing.
Well,
You're doing your thing.
nothing's wrong with that. Yes.
Wow.
Wow. So nothing's gonna stop you now, being that your mom said you better make your voice heard. She's like, okay, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna run with it. Now everybody's gonna hear what I'm singing about right about now. Whether they like it or not, I might be in a grocery store and I'm gonna be doing some singing.
They gonna
Whether
get it.
they like it or not.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. That is
That is
just awesome.
wonderful. That is
And come to
wonderful.
find out, my mom, she started in the choir when she was
Okay.
younger. And I found out just a couple of years ago that my dad, he sings a little bit. I had to kind of put my ear to him, and, they're trying to get quiet. And it's like, nope, too late, too late. I see how
Yeah.
you got mama. Nope.
And it got a little vocal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that you, Daddy? Okay.
right,
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I see what you're working with.
Wow. Well, we're gonna have to congratulate you once again, because I mean these accolades and everything that you have going on is so amazing. Um, Having an article inside of the news break, article inside of Detroit Magazine. Uh, Tell us a little bit about those experiences.
A lot of these articles I didn't even know about, like Black Magazine. Okay, I knew about that one and Metro Times, but a lot of these I didn't even know about. It's like I just put my name in Google, just at random, and all of these websites popped up. And the biggest one I'd have to say is when I seen Yahoo picked up the story on me. I said, wait a minute, Yahoo is national, or excuse me, international. So when I seen that, I said, oh, okay, thank you, Lord. I hear you.
I've got it going on.
Right? And didn't even know it.
I know, right? Nothing like seeing your own information, and it's just so surreal. Like, is that me? What?
Right.
Okay, I can work with that. No, I'm gonna still pinch myself a few times, but I think I can kind of sort of get used to it just a little bit.
Yes.
So,
Right.
yes, ma'am. So, who or what is the inspiration behind your music?
I would have to say, with everything that I've been through,
Mm-hmm.
being a domestic violence survivor, then turned into a sexual assault survivor, and now, I'd have to say everything that I've been through has helped me and just put it down on a track. Just start
Yes.
singing because I know
Mm-hmm.
other people has been through, if not the same thing, something similar. So I would
Yes.
have to say my fans and everybody that encourage me and that are supporting me, they're my inspiration. They inspire me a whole lot. So thank you,
Wow.
everyone. Thank you.
That's awesome words.
Wow.
Awesome words.
Well, when you started singing, you were a little girl. I know you were a little girl in the church. Is that where you got your experience from, as far as your singing?
My first time really singing was at the age of 3. My mom heard me singing, and I had this little song that I sung called Save the Bunnies. Where did I get that from? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Save the what?
Save the Bunnies.
Oh, okay.
Probably right now, if you call my mom, she'll probably burst out singing. And it's like, Mom, you still remember that melody? And she brought me a karaoke mic and it lit up, when you
Wow.
touch it. And I would always put on shows every night when she got home from work, every day.
Oh
And
my.
every then my mom said, okay, yeah, let's try the choir for you.
That is
Either the usher board, choir, something. You need to do something in the church. And again, that's when I went to the choir and was singing. And yeah, and my personality has always been kind of, I guess you can say, bubbly. So
mm-hmm.
I wasn't scared to do it.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Well, you
you
seem
and
like
you
you're
look,
very outgoing.
yeah, you look like you have a bubbly, you have a big smile, bubbly
Thank you.
personality. So I could just
Yes.
see you blowing. I saw a couple of your shows, and I say, look at Lena Michelle is knocking it out the box. I mean, you were blowing, you were doing your thing.
Oh, thank
So
you. Thank you.
you won in 2018. You won Album of the Year and Entertainer of the Year in Las Vegas. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah.
That was fan choice. And I didn't know I had that many people that were actually listening and following along with my career, because I'm
Wow.
like, okay, my numbers is not really showing here, it's not showing there. But when I had random people come up to me and say, hey, I heard your music, I heard you sing, or I was at this show, it's like, oh, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. Well, if you like what you heard, go vote for me. And
Right.
yeah, people were voting for me and they were calling me at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, I'm still voting. Oh, okay, thanks. I'm trying to sleep. I'm taking me some sleep,
Yeah.
okay?
Keep voting, but
But,
I'm sleeping right now. But thank you so much.
right, right. My husband like, okay, just turn your phone off, baby. Just turn it off. But I feel really blessed that people are supporting me like that. So I
Yeah.
thank everyone. Thank you.
Wow. And then to top it off, you were placed in the Charles H. Wright Museum, which usually lists artists that have, you know, passed away, may they rest in peace, or I just say, what was that feeling like? I mean, how did that work for you? I mean, it had to be surreal.
Yes, that is the exact word that I was about to use. It was so surreal because I've been to other museums in other states, and
Okay.
I always told my family, oh, I'm going to be in a museum, not realizing that these people had moved on or, had passed on. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. Just watch. Went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I said, my outfit is going to be in one of these museums. My family,
Wow.
they were like, okay, you can do anything you put your mind to, the little prep talk. And when I actually walked into the Charles H. Wright Museum, I believe it's the second largest in the nation.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I walked in and seen my outfit. I just started crying. I
Wow.
screamed. They had to call security over there to see why I was screaming. But it felt so good. It's like I wore that outfit and I made history. And all
Wow.
I said was, thank you, Jesus.
That is wonderful. I was
Yes.
I was looking at the independent artists. Can you explain, I guess, the difference as far as you're being an independent artist compared to someone, people don't understand behind the scenes the importance and the difference between an independent artist and a signed artist, I guess. Is that how you?
with with being independent, one thing, you're funding everything on your own.
Yeah,
You
Hmm.
get to keep a lot more of your royalties, your money. You get to
yeah,
control everything on your own. With being signed, I'm not going to say they own you. I don't want to say that, but they're basically your employer. I'm just going to say that. You're a product. Even being an independent artist, I'm a product, but I'm the owner of this product. I get to say, this is the color I'm wearing. I get to say, this is where this money is getting going to be spent. I get to call the shots along with my team. It's not just me, because you got
Yeah.
to have a lot of discipline. You have
yeah.
to, have to.
Is it is
Because
it is it more work? Is it more detailed work as far as being an independent artist?
yes, a whole lot more work. My husband, he's my manager. I thank God for him, and just seeing how he's up at night and he's working on my behalf and
Hmm.
me working, and then I have, other people helping me and work for me. It's like, oh my gosh, where's this money gonna come from? I have to pay you, I have to pay you and you, and yeah, but I do like that I get to call the shots. I like
That
that.
that is a big difference, versus, like you said, under somebody else's, um, I don't want to say thumb, but you've seen it and you've heard the stories where the artist is doing a lot of the work.
Yeah,
They're saying singing and dancing every night, but those residuals, all that good stuff, the producers and all this, the behind the scenes nobody knows about. That's where the bulk of the money is going. Um,
Yes.
yeah,
and you're putting in the work as far as that part right there. So I'm sure it's a beautiful feeling to be able to do your own thing. Of course, paying your own money, it's something, but the reward is so much bigger, knowing that I've done this on my own. I know where everything is going in and out, and I can call the shots. So that's a very good thing. Um, I wanted to know now, in August of 2018, you headlined the Stop the Violence rally. How was that experience, and how many people do you feel like you impacted, and people coming to you after the show? How was
Well, of course, I want to say everybody heard me. I impacted everybody. But
that?
But it felt really, really good to know that, along also with other artists that were also on the bill, it felt good to know that I had the older generation coming up to me, congratulating me and saying you did a great job, because one of the songs I did was A Change Gonna Come. And to hear them say I did a great job, but then I had the younger crowd coming to me saying, "Oh, you did your thing, girl." It felt really good to know that I'm, I guess you can say, touching the masses, not just one section of people or just one
Yeah.
generation. And that feels so good because
Yeah.
music is meant to be heard.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, are you looking to reach out to the younger generation as far as if someone wants you to mentor them, um, you know, singing, if they're interested in singing or anything like that? Is that something that you look like you may be doing? Um, you know,
I am willing to do that, but I just want to make sure I have my ducks in a row because I don't want to
yeah.
tell somebody something and it's like, okay, that didn't work for me. Okay, wait, no, don't do that. And that's one
Yeah.
thing, but something I can tell everyone, I don't care if you're in music, I don't care if you're an actor, starting a business, I don't care what you do. Make sure
Mhm.
you research, read, read, read.
Yeah.
I mean, even as a singer, I still have to read, read, read. I have a manager, but at the same time, I'm still reading books, so if it's something he missed, I'll be able to say, hey, you missed this, well, what about this? What about that? So, yeah, read, read, read. That's all I can say.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
this year in 2020, you won your third music award and your fourth overall award for independent music
Yes,
award in
independent
Jacksonville,
artist.
Florida. Tell us about that.
That really, really surprised me because I was the only act from Detroit that
Mm.
even entered. And again, it was fan choice. And I'm like, okay, y'all showed up and showed out before. Let's see what y'all gonna do this time. I'll
Right?
admit I doubted myself a little bit, but I prayed. And it just seemed like God was saying, sit back and just be quiet, because even if I didn't win it, it's okay. I know that it was something that I needed to work on more. Even though I did win it, still, I know I can keep on working and I can keep on perfecting it. And because of COVID and I had broke my ankle, I was not able to go down
Oh,
there and receive it. But yeah, I have it and I'm here in Detroit and I'm like, wow, that feels so good. Oh
First
gosh.
that's
female
fascinating.
female artist of the year. That is
Yeah.
such a great accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
indeed. Yes, indeed. Being
I
that
don't
you
know if
have
you,
the, you don't know what was that?
oh, I was just gonna say, I don't know if you ladies got to see, but I have two performances up there where I'm performing in a boot. And I think it was
Okay.
like my ankle was messing with me, and I had to do
Hmm.
two performances, 15 to 20 minutes each in two different
Wow.
cities. And I have on my boot, no chairs, even sitting up there on stage. All
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had was a Tylenol, not even an ibuprofen. All I had was a Tylenol over the counter to go with it.
And then
What's wrong with Tylenol?
but did you see me
But as
buck
soon
my
as I,
eyes when you said you broke your ankle? My eyes
Right?
almost popped out my head.
but
Wow.
it was like after my adrenaline was rushing and I
Yeah.
got off the stage, the first thing I did was say, baby, baby, please help me. I'm swollen.
Wow.
But it felt so
Wow.
good. That's how I know I have a
Yeah.
calling because if I was able
Yeah.
to do that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what else can I do?
While you were on your high, you felt no
Yeah,
pain as far as that, which is a beautiful
Absolutely.
thing because you were singing from the heart. It's what you love, your passion.
yeah,
So,
yes.
wow, with a broken ankle. You
Wow.
should have just topped it off and turned the car wheel, and that'd have been a wrap on there right there.
I'm gonna tell you this: if I had fell down on the stage, I'd have still been singing like that was a part. That was a part of it.
Wow. Well, what's next for Lene Michelle?
I have a video that is coming out um, December 25th. for Christmas.
Oh,
And that's,
really?
I guess you could say that's something I want to give back to everyone because I've had a lot of people saying, when are you coming out with another video? It's like, okay, yeah, I do need to do that. And March 26th, my sophomore album is coming out entitled Certified R&B Empress.
Well,
Wow.
that congratulations on that. And
Yeah.
how can the audience get a copy?
Yes.
You can go to www.lanamichelle.com or iTunes. Still up there, I have my freshman album, Blue Dream Avenue, so you can check that out too.
Okay.
You can go to iTunes. Where else? Honey, I have my honey sitting here with me, you know. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube
It's
everywhere.
everywhere. You name them.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Okay. Gotta love it. Got to love
I
it.
love it.
Thank you,
Well,
thank you.
Yes.
we want to say thank you for being a part of the CEO Circle Live tonight. We
Yes.
really enjoyed you.
Yes, we
Um,
did.
Congratulations
Thank you
to
so
all
much.
your accomplishments and everything that you are doing.
Yes,
Keep up
Thank
the
ma'am.
you.
great
Thank
work.
you.
And for the audience, is there any last mini encouraging words that you would like to give them for somebody that's trying to become a artist, a singer, or just trying to head into that direction? What advice would you give them?
Yeah.
I have to say, pray and listen. Don't just pray and just expect a miracle to come. No,
Mm-hmm.
pray, listen for direction, and make sure you have patience and you read. I can't stress that enough. Music is more
Yeah.
than just singing or rapping or writing. You
Right.
have to read and research. Never think that you're too much or that you're so perfect that you do not have to keep educating yourself. Read,
Exactly.
read, read.
Yes.
Yeah. So many of us don't do that because we get so excited about what somebody is offering us. You know, you just sign on that dotted line and you don't realize you may have just signed your life away, your rights away. I mean,
Right.
everything that you've worked hard for. So it is good to read fine print. If you don't understand, you know, get a lawyer, somebody that knows, the wordage, because sometimes that's turned around. Get somebody to look over that with you,
Yes.
just to make sure that you everything that you're sowing, you reap everything, um, and it's not taken away from you. So
Absolutely.
That's right.
you have blessed us today
Yes.
with that beautiful, bubbly spirit of yours.
Thank you,
Good
Queen.
luck
Thank you.
with all that you are doing in the future. May God
Thank you.
continue to bless you on your journey. And
Thank
we
you,
And I'm
Queen. Thank
excited.
you.
I'm excited about this December the
Yes,
25th
yes,
album that's coming out.
yes.
So
Ready to move and shake
we
it.
love supporting our fellow entrepreneurs, whether it's artist, CEO, business owner, whatever the case may be. So we will be showing you some support.
Yes,
You got your two new followers, so we will
Thank
follow
you.
you.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. But now the album comes out next year, March 26th, but the music video
Okay.
is on Christmas. So
Okay,
hopefully
that sounds
everybody
good.
with your family carefully because of this COVID, you can sit
Yes.
around and watch it and hopefully hit repeat and
Yes.
watch it again.
Yes. Just be blessed over and over again.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you once again. Thank you for the audience that's listening. Like, share, comment on this um, segment.
Wow.
If you
Yes.
can get Lena Michelle's CD December 25th, please show her some support. Her information will be in the comments, and we'll see you guys next Monday, same time on the same live.
Y'all have a good night, guys.
Thank you, Lena.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
Welcome. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Have a good night, guys.